How's it going here, everybody, and a happy Martin Luther King Day to all of you here within the United States of America. And before I get started, I just want to say a couple things about the great Dr. King himself. He was a really big inspiration for all of us within our society. He was one of the great milestones that really paved our way for equality within races, and just a phenomenal man in general. Was cut down in his time. Without him, hey, we wouldn't even have the X-Men. Well, I guess without him and Malcolm X, but well, that's a completely different story. But just want to say that, get that off my chest, and yeah, he's just a phenomenal, phenomenal person, and I hope his dream continues to live on within each and every one of us today. Anyways, though, what's going on here, everybody? I have got Monday's upload going for you all. It is in a UU, not no U. Well, N-U-U. Yeah, grammar. Anyways, it's against this guy I found on the Pokemon Showdown by the name of Bonifaico. I'm just going to get the team preview rocking and rolling right about now. And yeah, so essentially this team right here is just kind of some random thing I made up last night. It's more so designed around setting up with Meloetta and then sweeping, because I've actually never used Meloetta before, and I really wanted to try it out. And I don't think you're going to be able to see it, though, this much in the match. I can't remember what it does, but I don't think it even goes in at all during the entirety of it. Unless maybe I use it for Death Flutter. I can't remember. It's been a little bit since I last did this match. But it's also used for setting up Sword Stance Heracross, and then the other four is used for support / revenge killing. So Scarf Demand, Sand, Stall Breaking, Crobat, Rapid Spinning, Blastoise, and Spikes Roserade. Nothing too bad. But looking at his team, though, the main threats I'm looking at lie within the Nidoking and the Raikou. The only reason I say Nidoking is because if Darmanitan does manage to get or die off to some hit, or if I don't switch him in correctly, it could result in him pretty much sweeping the majority of my team and hitting really hard, because I really only have Darmanitan to hit the Nidoking. And Raikou, if I let it get set up, or it just managed to get a sub off, and I lose Roserade, then it's essentially GG. So I gotta make sure I'm able to take that down, that thing really, really fast. Other than that, no, nothing really scares me too much. Kingdra, I'm pretty sure I can handle decently well with Blastoise. I just gotta avoid the chest arrest. Shaman, I got plenty of things to counter it. I have 4 things that can handle Shane, so I'm not terrified from that thing. Spiritomb could be annoying, but if I manage to bring in Heracross and get the Guts boost from Will-O-Wisp, I think that'll work out well in my favor. And then finally, Bronzong, yeah, it'll be a pain, but I got a couple things that can handle it in the form of Darmanitan and Heracross, and if I get set up, Meloetta. But I think that's enough rambling out of me right now, so I'm just going to jump into the battle with a Crossfade. So yeah. Boom! Alright, so I'm going to lead off my Darmanitan right here. As he leads off his Bronzong, I'm going to U-turn out in here, expecting to switch into Kingdra, switch out and bring into my Blastoise this turn, and now I'm going to next turn go for the Toxic as he goes for that Outrage just to get some damage off on me, but kind of a bad move on his play, because I can take these Outrages 4 days, as well as Protect Stall my way to victory with the residual damage going from Toxic, as well as allowing me to gain some health back. Now next turn, he is going to switch out now and bring in his Shaman right here, because he is in confusion, he has the ability to switch out, so I believe I go and switch out and bring in my Crobat right here as he switches out and brings in his Bronzong, anticipating that switch into most likely Crobat and or Roserade. So I'm going to go for the taunt here, expecting him to set up his rocks. However, instead he goes for the Gyro Ball, expecting that taunt. Nails me hard with that Gyro Ball because I don't want to take another from this thing. I'm going to U-turn out and bring in my Blastoise right here. Take the Gyro Ball pretty decently now as he switches out and brings in his Shaman once more. I go for the Skull just to get some damage off on something. Probably should have gone for the Toxic instead, because that probably would have been a smarter play. But whatever, what can you do when you live in Shoo and you ain't got no? So I'm going to switch out, bring in my Roserade here, take that Leech Seed like a champ, because I thought he might have wanted to go for a Seed or a Grass type move, but because I know that is a Leech Seed set, I know he's packing some bulk, which means he's not packing too much offense. So, I'm going to set up some Spikes now as he switch out and brings in his Bronzong. I'm going to go into good old Darmanitan once more, gaining the opportunity to set up some Stealth Rocks, unfortunately, as I go this turn for the Flare Blitz. Now, next turn, I should have gone for the Flare Blitz right here, but instead I switch out and bring in my Blastoise, which is going to come back and bite me a little bit in the butt in this match, because as you can tell, he is actually running a Chesto Rest set, which, not so good in my favor, because all that time spent trying to get him down a ton with the Toxic really didn't work out in my favor. So I'm going to slap him with the Toxic again this turn right here. Try and just redo what I did in the first couple turns of the match. Gonna go for a Protect right here as he goes for yet another Outrage, and I believe he gets confused this turn, and I go for a Rapid Spin, because I thought he might want to switch out, but he ends up bringing in his Spiritomb right here, anticipating that most likely Rapid Spin or something like that. I go for the Toxic on it, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. We're just getting both of our residual damage moves going on each other. I switch out and bring in my Roserade this turn, because I I don't know why I switched into Rose Red in all honesty, but he went for the Curse, which is weird because you don't normally see that on Spiritomb. I set up, I believe, no, I go for the Giga Drain next turn, get some health back because I know, well, yeah, actually, no, even after getting the Giga Drain health back, I'm still going to get more damage done to me thanks to the Curse. But whatever, Spiritomb's dead, that's all you need to know. Switch out now as he brings in his Raikou, goes for Substitute right here. I brought in Crobat because I wanted to use it for Death Fog, because I might want to go for HP Ice or Thunderbolt. But I'm going to taunt this turn as he probably tried to go for a Calm Line, but he did not realize that taunt actually goes through subs, which is really, really important to know. I go for the Brave Bird this turn as just to break his sub, because I know I can, as he goes for the HP, I'm assuming Ice, and kills off my Crobat. But that's fine, because I got Darmanitan on my side right here, and I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, because I thought he might have wanted to go into Bronzong, expecting the potential Earthquake from Darmanitan, but such is not the case. So I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz, switch out now this turn, bring in Blastoise, because I know I'm not going to like taking moves from this thing. But he uses that opportunity to set up his Dragon Dance right there, which is actually a pretty smart play. It actually makes another smart play right here, anticipating my Protect, as he goes free at another Dragon Dance. However, even if he does go for these Dragon Dances more and more, even if he is at +2, it's really not going to matter too much. He is going to kill off my Blastoise, but that's perfectly fine, because this is really the only hard-hitting physical attacker he has on this team. And he's going to die for the Toxic Invader, so I'm not really going to care that much. Anyways, though, his Nidoking comes in here as I switch out to my Scarf Darmanitan. I am able to outspeed because of base speeds in general, and kill out the thing off of Flare Blitz. Going to kill off this Bronzong now with the Flare Blitz. Get a crit, did not matter whatsoever, because Darmanitan hits like a freaking truck and Sheer Force Flare Blitz, tons of damage, and super effective. So yeah. Anyways, the Raikou comes in here. I'm going to go for, I believe, a Mega Horn here as he goes for the Thunderbolt. I went for Mega Horn risking the miss because I did not want to risk the defense drops with close combat. But in all honesty, I probably could have just ended up going for the close combat because literally he's gonna bring in a Shade up next turn and kill me off with the Earth Power after breaking the sub once with the Mega Horn. And yeah, thanks to Life Orb recoil as well. But you know, that's perfectly fine because literally I have Rose Red on my side. I can just bring this thing in, go for a Sludge Bomb as he goes for the Earth Power. Does get that special defense drop, but that's not going to matter too much because Rose Red's awesome spec attack plus super effective Sludge Bomb will grant me a victory within this match. So yeah, that's pretty much a good game, Mr. Bonifaico. I think that's how you say your name. I hope so. But that's essentially it for today's battle, guys. But before I sign off, I just wanted to apologize to anyone who tried to message me or get in a battle with me last night over Pokemon Showdown. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I was AFK for a while. I'm not really on Pokemon Showdown too much. I'm generally on PS3 playing Marvel because it's my main game at the moment. I still love doing competitive pokes though, and feel free to message me. I'm not one to turn down responses or anything like that. Believe me, I accept any challenge that's given. I'm just bad at getting back to people because I'm always like busy with other things. But that's really it. All I wanted to say. So yeah, if you enjoy my content, guys, and you want to see more of my material, you can always rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that's essentially it for the Trousers. Peace out, yo, and have a good one.